enter your eye with lovely small pleasure that is so sweet, you really want it, your body wants it, but down the line it's gonna be filled with regrets. I know you can relate, right? Have you ever found yourself in those shoes? I want to tell you, don't do it. It doesn't end well. Welcome back to the channel, and it's your girl Adefemi Shumaski. So today's video, it's another story time, guys. I'm still surviving from the cold, so pardon if my voice is a bit cracky, but then I'm just still trying to recover. As you all know, if you know me very well, I love Spanish movies, I love Turkish movies. In fact, I love any movie that is interesting, that is a thriller or crime related movies that are trying to solve something. There's always an action. I'm not a lover girl, so I don't really love movies like that. So you always find me watching mostly maybe Tyler Perry's movie, American movies, but mostly to be Turkish or Spanish. Yes, there's this particular one I'm watching currently, one that touched me that I want to talk about. It's the fact that there's this lady, she's a police officer, and she's also got a friend who is also a police officer, like her colleague, her best mate. And this best mate is sleeping with her son. Not pedophile thing, because it wasn't like she approached the son, but it was just like they were working together, and one thing led to the other. The guy was interested in the lady, and they've been pulling the feelings of one or the other. She ends up falling for the guy, 18-year-old. Mind you, this is your best friend's son. You are supposed to be godmother. Imagine my son's godmother now doing some shit with my son. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna strangle you guys. I can't just imagine. So that's the situation, and she couldn't tell her friend that I'm sleeping with your son. Which mouth are you going to use to open your mouth and say, hi friend, there's something I really like to tell you, I'm sleeping with your son? So that movie reminded me of something like that happened to me when I think I was 22, 24 thereabout, when I was in uni. I used to go to one of my auntie's place. Auntie, a family friend, but then we become family, so I call her auntie, and she's got 6 kids, and she's just somebody that puts everybody together. She loves kids, and sometimes we might be lying in the house, cousins' children, uncles' children. She trains everybody together. She's not rich, but then she has a very large heart. Even in the small food that she will cook in with a big pot, she ensures that everybody is comfortable. So I used to go visit her, and when I go, I'm a good girl. I'm that girl that helps her around the house. I'm that girl that ensures that the house is clean. We're very close. So they had this cousin that stays with them. And I think it should be 17. It was 17 when at that time. Well, I was older than him. And for me, one of my rule of thumb is when I'm dating, I don't really like to date someone lower than me. Age is a big deal for me. I don't know, but for me, I feel age is a big deal, because even somebody that is older than me, I find it difficult to respect them. Familiarity, they say, breeds contempt. And not to talk of someone that is very younger than me. I don't think I would ever be able to respect the person, because I would feel like my younger brother if I slap you. This guy liked me, we're always talking, but one thing I did was I knew he liked me. I kind of liked him, but I knew that one, I don't see myself dating this guy long time, because I know that if I see an older person tomorrow, I would go with this person, and I'm like, what is this relationship going to lead to? Nowhere. I'm just going to end up breaking his heart. So what I did was I was always having conversation with him. You're still very young. What do you need a relationship for? I always found myself having to have conversations with him. Now you're still very young. You don't even know what you want to do with your life. What would you like to become in life? Those are the things where you should focus your energy. I was always like schooling this guy. But God was waiting for, he said he was 17, that, or maybe because he's very young, that's why I don't want to say yes, that he would wait till when he's 18. He still came approaching me. He likes me, yada yada. Unfortunately, also my auntie's child too, even though he didn't express his own, started feeling jealous because I was closer to this other guy, and he was interested in me. And I'm like, guy, hello, what's this sexy horror that I have that young guys interested in me? In a way, I was able to keep not doing it, even though he didn't enter my eye. I really like the guy. But then I knew that long term, I don't see myself being in that relationship, and I know that it would not end well. I can't marry him. So I look back now, if it now happened that maybe we started dating, How would I tell my auntie that I'm dating your son or your nephew? Even though he's an adult, I think it's still child abuse. Even if he decided to do it willingly, he's still a child. I don't think he is not ready for the future. Also not going I don't see myself getting married to him. So if I be in that kind of relationship, it would just be like a tick in the box. Maybe I had a bet with somebody that, you see that girl, I'm going to get her. I would just be like a tick in the box. I dated or I slept with an older person, and I don't want to be a trophy for you. Another one that is a very tempting situation that I try to always run away from was I was working in a media house. If you've ever worked in the media house in Nigeria, or you've ever come in contact with the media guys, you know that it's a very porous business. They are very loose. I had this guy, like my colleague, but then is a senior colleague, if that makes sense, who since the day I started working, he liked me, he wanted me, and I liked this guy. And I discovered that this guy is married. And he's not just married, he's just been married for just 5 years. And I'm like, bruh, you just been married a minute and now you're triking girls. You're cheating. You want to be cheating. But I won't be the first girl and I won't be the last girl. I control myself because that's going to go against my own values. I don't want to hook up with a married man, especially in an organization like that where it's loose talk. If he sleeps with me for a fact, he's going to share the news with his other friend. No, I'm going to be like a tick in the box for them. And coincidentally, my boss started asking me out. He likes me, Then another of my boss started asking me out. Not knowing that they all knew that I was saying no to all of them. Like, are you not friends with this person? He'll be like, it doesn't matter. Every man for himself. So they all knew that they were asking me out. They were all friends. They were all cliques. If I had accepted, oh, that guy is loose. Oh, you go have your share. Rule number 1: where you eat, you don't shit there. Where you eat, you don't shit there. The same reason why I will not date a church boy. Because if I date a church boy in the choir, if at the end of the day we break up and it doesn't lead to marriage, Mr. Churchboy will go to another sister and start dating. How would I feel? I'm a very jealous lover. I'm not very jealous. I like to mark my territory. If I'm with you, then it has to be me alone. I cannot share. Imagine, and I don't think, even if I tell you I've gotten over you, I don't want to see you to be, I don't want you to be with somebody else. You can be with somebody else, I don't know, that's fine, but not within my vicinity. I won't be able to stand it. So the same reason why I will not date a church boy is the same reason why I would not date somebody at my workplace. Even if I like them, even if I want them, there are so many times that I almost kissed this guy that was asking me out. But the fact that I know that it's not going to end well, if I succumb to this guy, we're not going to be serious. Because he's married. What's the end goal? Nothing. I want to be settled down. He's married. He cannot marry me. So what are we doing? Nothing. I'm just going to be a tick in the box. There's so many times that I really wish he was not married. And I really wish, boy, maybe I could have you. But then I had my values and I didn't want to fall victim for their games, because apparently they were playing games with me. 3 people that were friends asking one girl out. No. Time I come across such temptations, the first thing I ask myself is, what's the end goal? If it happens with this person, or if I have anything to do with this person, will I regret it? And if it goes south, if it doesn't work out, how would I feel? How would I be happy? Those are the things I put into consideration before making a decision. And I think that is how it should be. Whatever decision you decide to make, because actions have consequences, either good or bad. It's either it turns well or it doesn't. So you have to always think about all these small little guilty pleasures that at the end of the day it only bring you regret. Hold yourself. Try not to fall victim. What I'm saying in essence is just this once. No one will know. You deserve it. You've worked your heart out for it. All those things you tell yourself just to make yourself feel sane that you're doing the right thing. That voice of temptation that comes slowly is very soft and it's coming, but the consequences are loud. If you do this thing, it's wrong. If you do it, it doesn't end well. Because short-term pleasure is the sweetest. It often comes with long-term pain. Even the Bible says that the thing that you steal is the one that is so sweet. It feels good for seconds, just a minute pleasure, or even you're sneaking to eat, enjoy that thing. Can leave scars that last for years and years. And even though nobody would know, but it always comes about broken trust. You lose your peace. You're scared that they're going to find out. Even your reputation could be stained. It brings about missed opportunities. Just like this story I was telling you about, this person, she's going to lose her friendship, and a silent battle with regret. There's just some things that once you do, you can't just come back from it. You can't undo them. Like sex, you can't undo it. And from one decision that you could have walked away, even though it's so hard, you could have walked away from it, but you didn't. It's really worth it. I know it's pleasurable, it's what you want to follow your art, you want to follow your love, but then is it really worth it? The consequences, that's one thing I ask myself. The text that you shouldn't have sent, that lie that you told to cover up that moment that felt good. One question I always ask myself before I do anything is, what do I stand to gain from this? Will I be happy with the consequences? Deep down you know that it's not right. Will I be happy with the consequences? Will I have regrets? I don't like to do anything and I'm regretting that I should have done it. Short pleasure whispers lies. Like, you get away with it, nobody would know. Regret screams. The karma is always terrible, because if you get pregnant for your best friend's father, everybody would know that. It shows up in the silence. Imagine, how do you even hear your best friend? Like, look at yourself in the mirror in a quiet moment. You know that what you are doing, when you're alone with those thoughts, that it's not right. You need to run. Over the years, I've learned to discipline my heart for a moment. There's so many times that I want something, I like my body and soul wants it. I really want to go for it, but I know that all the regrets, it's not worth it. There's some things that you always look back and you never be able to come back from. Always ask myself, will I be proud of this action if I do it? And I feel like that's one thing that we all need to ask ourselves. Those tempting pleasures come to your face, will I be proud of it tomorrow? Because not everything that feels good is actually good for you. It's okay if you let go of that pleasure just for your sanity. If people find out, will you be proud of it? You have the power to pause. You have the power to say no. But you have the power to choose purpose over pleasure. Flee! The Bible says flee from every appearances of evil. Always remember that destiny over distraction, peace over a fleeting high. Is it really worth it? Would you be happy? Protect your future. Don't trade for forever, for a feeling that won't last. Choose wisely. Your future is watching. Whatever decision you want to do, guilty pleasure or not, temptation or not, own it. Ensure that whatever the outcome, you are able to chest it and you're going to be comfortable with it without feeling guilty, without having regret. So whatever actions, whatever decisions you decide to make in your life, always remember this. Always ask yourself this question: is it going to have good consequences? Will I be happy at the long run? Is it going to come with regret? And if you know that it's going to come with regret, please don't do it. Just avoid it. Hold yourself. If you have to run away, if you have to delete their numbers, if you have to flee from that temptation, Joseph treated the temptation that came his way. He ran away even without wearing clothes. Good, he looks beautiful, he looks like nobody would know, but at the end of the day, you are the only one that will carry the guilt. You are the only one that will have that regret. You are the only one that people will talk about. And if you know you will not be comfortable with somebody saying some things about you, or you will not be comfortable with the outcome of your actions, then please don't do it. Any action that is going to bring about regret, flee from it. And I'll leave you with that. Thanks for watching. That's all I would like to share with you. I hope whatever decisions you're making in the future, good or bad, always remember that it's something they call karma. It won't happen now, it won't happen later. It might happen 20 years time. You might even not be the one that would reap it. It might be your children's children that have nothing to do with it. But then always remember that for every action there is consequences, and before you make a decision, think it through. I know that there are situations, there are times where destiny will just carry us where we ought to go. Even if you avoid some certain things, some bad things will still have to happen for you to get to where you're going to. I understand that fact. Whatever happens to us in life, it's always lessons to be learned from it, and things that you can avoid by yourself. Sleeping with your best friend's father, when you know that you can have a child for the person and you end up to be your best friend's stepmother, and I don't think it sounds nice. Or you're going to sleep with your best friend's son and you might end up having a child for your best friend's son. What is your best friend supposed to call that child? These are scenarios that you have to think it through, and before you make you fall into any guilty pleasure, ensure that the outcome is going to be a very favorable and a beautiful one. If it's not, then please think it through and don't do it. With that, I'll see you guys in my next video. Keep being amazing, keep being careful, and stay safe. And please do not forget to like this video, do not forget to subscribe to this channel, and share and tell a friend. And stay blessed, and bye for now.